Hello, welcome to the beginning part of the video where we make sure everything's working okay. Fingers crossed. Do we have our chat coming up? Yes, fantastic. And get our video playback and we're good to go. Very good. Hi, I'm Chris and this is my game Realm of the Empress. It's a single player fantasy adventure board game where you explore a large open area, in this case Port Ovis, do quests, learn and upgrade a variety of skills and buy different weapons and armour and upgrade those to progress your character. There's also a main story that takes place in your dreams and should hopefully act as a hook to keep you wanting to play more and to find out what happens. In this video series I'm doing a full playthrough of the whole game. Each video should be about an hour long and the last playthrough was about 60 hours and we're well over that now, presumably because I'm talking about it as we go. I'm streaming, we'll see how long we go anyway. It might be a couple more weeks, we'll see how long we go on for, it's hard to say. I'm streaming Monday to Thursday at 7 PM UK time every week. So feel free to leave a comment on any of the videos, or if you catch a live stream, write something in the chat, as any and all feedback is more than welcome. We're in the dungeon, we've explored a few different rooms at the moment. I'll show you what a room looks like. They're made up of individual cards, like the overworld. Here's the study. So you sort of reveal the room as you go. There are wandering monsters and then there are searches where you can get a smaller monster or something like a healing tonic. So it's a kind of a, well, what is that? A sort of see what the best you can do. Push your luck system, that's what I'm trying to come up with. Push your luck. So, but I mean, I guess at the beginning you're just going to go through all of them. I've decided to write notes as I'm going along. We've got notes of which ones are the healing potions. The idea is that you will probably die the first time you go in, just because there are wandering monsters are indicated by these little markers with arrows. So you roll a 4-sided die to see what direction they face, and then if you roll the same number twice, then they move in that direction. Otherwise, they pretty much just stay still and move around. They have a line of sight of a number of cards even. So here's a card. They're on cardboard because I was trying to make a jigsaw, but we're just sellotaping these together at the moment, because cutting these into jigsaw shapes takes a very, very long time, and there are over 300 of them. There are even more than there are of the overworld. So unfortunately I would normally have something like the overworld, which is grouped in the 50s, very simple. It'd be something like this normally, but because they're on cardboard they have to be stacked, so that's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, we're in this room, but we're going to go into this room. As we go into the room, we also have to read from a card. I'm going to have to come up with a name for the cards because we're in a darkened kind of area here, and there are some instructions for coming in this area. So I've got to bring them up so hopefully we can see them. So there's the entrance on the right, and then the instructions are: this place is shrouded in darkness. You require one hand to hold your lantern at all times. That means no two-handed weapons, obviously. You have to use up a turn to put the lantern down to strike. That just has to be once at the beginning. And then there's also, for every move, you roll one 6-sided die, and I did have it originally on a 5 or 6. You get plague rats, which are only a small enemy to fight, but would be annoying many, many, many times. So I've just redone that to be just on a 6, because the game's hard enough as it is actually. So we are rolling a d6. A 6-sided die for every move if we were to go in this room. So I guess we have entered, we put that down, these doors are unlocked, we're making a note of the unlocked doors, because I was going to have a chit that you just put over the top of the tile, but now they're going to need to be replaced with the same image but with an open door. Replaced with new map card. So we got that on there. And yeah, so instead of doing this, I think we're going to go over. I'm not going to stick that down. We're sticking down just the rooms, and then that means the rooms are modular and you can just sort of fit them on and move them around and get rid of them if you need to. So it works out quite good system. Obviously, sellotaping them isn't the main isn't the main thing we're doing here. Isn't it going to be the final thing anyway? So we don't want to go in a dark room where we can only hold a lantern. It means, because we've got dual daggers, that means we could only have half of our weapon deck, and I guess we half everything exactly. So if you've got, so you have to do 4 misses in a total, so you have to have 4 misses, and that means you've only got 12 cards, so that means you're going to, but you only have 2 misses, so it's just the same but half the damage maybe. If you've only got 12 cards, then getting across a wandering monster is going to be difficult, because they have 3 turns before you reshuffle. So yeah, it should be okay. But you go through most of your cards, so maybe not a bad thing. I think it has to be exactly half the weapon deck. You make a note of that. Evenly half. So it has to be exactly half. You can't just pick all the best attacks. So we will, when we go through that, only have that. So we've got 2. I don't know if you can see. We've got 2 enemies here at the moment. They're wandering. What are they called? They've got a name. I can't remember what their name is now. Wandering something. Corpse. Wandering corpse. Wandering corpse. So we want to avoid the wandering corpses because they've got 45 health. We've only got 30, but we can eat our healing potion, or drink our healing potion, which will give us 25 on top of that. So maybe we should just do that now. Let's do that now. So then we've got 55 health. But we really want to avoid it. Really, we need to pick up as many healing potions as possible. So the first run through, you're going to die because you don't know things. That's okay. The idea is you write down where the healing tonics are. Second run, and the wandering monsters don't respawn. They don't come back after you've killed them. So you make a note of all those. And then, but if you run away, like we are at the moment, they will still be in the room, but you can still run away from them if you want to. The difference being, you get the exploration of the first time you enter a room. But because of that, it's very dangerous, so you will die. But the second, third, fourth time, you will know what they are. Hopefully, we can eventually. Worst case scenario, I guess, is you have to kill all of the wandering monsters with multiple deaths. But then you can always get all of the healing tonics from all the rooms again. So the more you die, the easier it gets, which I think should be the right way around things that go. Right, so we're going to move. These wandering corpses have only one card sight around them, so we should be alright as long as we stay away from them. But they're both facing west at the moment. We want them to face a different way. We want to try to scuttle along here, really, and up this. We've been up here. There's a wandering monster still in there. Again, we don't really want to deal with. And we've got the healing tonic from there, so we're going over here. That's the plan. Right, we're going to do number 2 first, and then number 3. Number 1 kind of got a bit lost. Right, 2 first. So 3. So it is going to move west now because it's already facing in that direction. And 3 is north, so it's going to face north, stay in the same card. we're going to move along one. Then we do that again. So 2 is 4, that's south. North 1, 4 south. 2 east, 3 west. 4 for you. So we move here. So they only got sight orthogonally. They can't see diagonally. Let's do that for now. Number 2, we want it to go. We want a 4 again. It's a 1. That's a bit dangerous. It's right where we want it. Don't want it to be. 3 for you. Right, we're going to go up a bit. 2. Right, it's turning that way. 1, turning that way. We're going to come along there. Still out of sight. 2. Perfect. Okay. 1. You will move forward to 68. Right, let's try to find 68. Here somewhere. So this would be a lot easier if they weren't stuck on the back of cardboard, but I had an original idea, then it unfortunately did not work. We've got sellotape to stick it down. Apologise for the sound. This one's going to be a bit tricky to fit in, but we'll do our best. And how are we going to do this? Okay. Sellotape is definitely not the easiest thing to work with, but it's our only way of keeping it together for now. Going to put that over it like that, I think. Yeah, that works. That'll do it. We should have put tape on the other sides. Oh well. You're facing north, you were facing north. Right. So this one's facing the right direction, so we can go here. We want it to go further, another 2. It's a 1. Not great, but it's okay. 1 for you. You've moved up. Right, this is the dangerous place. So I guess no, we can't go there. Can't go there. 3 is looking our way, but 2. You're looking that way. We're going here. Oh, this is now. Yeah, we can just go down here. We're now on there, so that's fine. But we'll still roll for them. 4 for you. I guess, do we open the door on the same... That's the point. Do we open the door? Move. Let's think about this. Do we open the door on the same one as we move? Move and then door and then through. Let's have that be the same. So, movement plus action, same turn. Sure, let's have it easier on ourselves for now. On us. Right, so we want 85, which I think was in here as well. 85. Right, so we're going into a new room. We shall reveal it, and in we go. So now we're in a new room. These guys will get reset when we go back in there. So we can take the markers off. We can even, the idea being, because they're stuck together, you can sort of put these further away. And then we've got this new one. So we can go north, west and south. Let's just go north, because it's quite straightforward for us. Okay. North we go. North again, since it's the easy cards up. Okay, we've got another wandering corpse. So it is facing away from us. So when you encounter a wandering excuse me, we encounter a wandering monster, see what direction it's facing. If it's facing the direction you're coming from, like if this was south, it would ambush us essentially. But because it's facing a different direction, we can ambush it, or we can try to run away from it. There is a search on here as well. So I believe we have to roll if we want to sneak up on it. We have to roll our sneak ability against its sneak ability. What's its sneak ability? So we've got a lot of monsters here. Sneak is 5. We get +3 to our roll. So we need a 2 or higher on a 6-sided die. It's a 6, so we do sneak past successfully. So we have sneaked behind it, say. Now we roll for it. So if we don't want to engage in battle with it, if we sneak past it, so movement, then movement, sneak, search, is that all in one turn? Plus actions. It's all in one turn. So that means we sneak past it. We can pick search 80. So we've got a search deck here. Lots and lots of different items and things. So we find 80. How many are there? There are over 100, just over 104 different creatures and healing tonics and items. So 80. We get a destroyed painting. Okay, so that would just be some information. It says take this other deck, number 2, but I've got rid of a few of these decks now because basically they're pointless. It was just going to be information about the place you're in, the castle. So like an old abandoned castle. It says return to deck. I don't know if we're going to need it to return it to the deck. It does say on the back there are 2 items in this room, so that's important information. That could be either 2 keys. Do we have healing? I don't think healing tonics count as an item. We have to think about that. Healing tonics count as item. Not sure. I don't think so at the moment, anyway. Right. Right, let's return it to the deck then. That's fine. Doesn't give us anything. I kind of thought. I mean, I guess it's better than just. It's good to have extra little bits and bobs than it always just being an enemy or a heal. Nice to have a bit of variation, right? So maybe we do keep those in and we just come up with a bit of description about the thing. So that's our turn done. Now it's their turn. So we can engage them in combat and then flee, or we can just, they need a 2. If they face any other direction, then we're fine. It's a 3. No, 3 is what they need. It's they're already facing 2. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Let's no, we can't. We can't do that. Right. They turned. They turned directly back, and they see us. And now we're doing an encounter with them. We could have ambushed them, but I was trying. You would think, well, a 1 in 4 is what's that? 25% chance. It's still quite high, but you just think 1 out of 4 shouldn't be as high as it is. It does seem to happen quite often though. Damn. Anyway, we can see how we get on, and then just run away. So, Wandering Corpse, 45 health. They've got a deck as normal. And it says on the back of the card 3 cards. That means we go 3 rounds before we reshuffle everyone's cards. Okay. So. They're going to do a terror to us. Cannot move or attack for 1 turn. How are we doing? Is that all in shot? We can't move or attack for a turn. It's not a good start for us. We should have ambushed them. They got 45, we got 55. We should still win, but that's fine. This is progression. Killing every one of these is progression. They won't come back again. So it's good to do. We should have probably just done the ambush, really. That would be the logical thing. You go through ambushing where you can and survive as long as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4 to begin the round. If we've got an initiative, we can put that down. We do have initiatives. So we can do that before the terror. We've got ourselves a decent hand. Actually, stab. So we've got backstab and sneak attack, and a miss. So I could put, say, the backstab down before turn 1, but we really want crits to go with these 2 big hits, so we get double damage. We can't do the stab because it's not an initiative, but it could be good for this because you can't move or attack. You have to put a card down. So we're going to put the miss down if we can. We've got no food to eat, no healing potions, so we only ever pick 1 up. We can combine 3 cards together for strong attack, but you only pick 1 back up. We've got our strongest attacks there, so that's pretty good, but we want a crit, so we do twice the damage for pretty much anything. So infected, scratch, 5 damage plus 3 for 2 turns. So it's doing 5 then plus 2, plus 3 and plus 3 plus 3, but that's at the end. So we're going to take, because we've got no dodge, we're going to take the 5. Then it's going to give us another minus 3. Because it's got 1 more turn left in the round, so it's adding that on. We're going to drop our stab and hope we get a crit. It's not a crit. We do 2 damage to it. Okay, not good. Not doing well. Let's try to kill it, and then if we reset stuff, we have to reset stuff. Hold, cannot move, so we can stab or backstab. I'm just going to put the stab. I'm really holding out that we're going to get a crit to double our damage. So there we go. First round done. Not a lot. It's okay with us. Didn't do too much. We didn't do really anything. We draw back up to 4. We got 3, so we just roll 1 crit. And there's a dodge. Quite helpful. We can dodge. Can't move or attack. It's another terror. So move or attack, we've only got dodge, which is a movement, and attacks. So we can't do anything, so we can't actually put anything down either because it specifically says we can't. So that's okay. We don't lose a card. Back attack for 10. I'm going to use my species combat bonus of turning one card into initiative once per combat. So I'm doing that as an initiative attack. Only an initiative can counter an initiative, so we're going to dodge that. Very luckily, we want a crit. It's another dodge. Not bad, but we really want to do some damage. Hold, can't move. So we're going to put some damage down. We have to put some damage down because you have to play a card if you can. 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we really need a crit in this round. Or 2. Backstab. Where are crits? Sometimes they just don't come. They're just down the bottom somewhere. Infected, scratch. 5 plus 3 for 2. So that's for the next. 3 for next 2. Next 2. So that's 5 for this one and 3 and 3. So, oh, that's a big hit. I'm gonna. Oh, it's not an initiative. Ah, it's not an initiative. I can dodge that. Haha. Because that would be 6 plus 5, so it would be 11. But we can dodge that. Fantastic. Crit, there it is. Finally. Perfect. Infected scratch. 5 plus 2. We can't dodge that. We don't have a dodge, so we're going to take 5, 8, which is a lot. But we're going to do 8, 16. So we're going to take 8. So we're down 39. They're going to take 16 though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10, 23. We're at 39. Ah, yes. So we added that one. Yes. We've got 2 backstabs. Oh, we can't. You can only combine once per round. So miss. We'll do 3. We can't combine those 2 because it combines there. 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, they're at basically 20. We're basically 40. So that's the end of round 3. We reshuffled everyone's cards back into the deck. So if you memorize your weapon deck, so it's pretty much 4 for most attacks. So you know how many have come and not come or something like that. So if you've got 4 misses, if you get a bunch of misses at the beginning, then that's kind of good and bad, because it's bad because you're getting lots of misses, but kind of good because you know that later you should be getting more attacks. But you could also memorize what their attacks are. For example, the initiative back attack is the big one. So if you've got that dodge and you can change, and you've got an initiative dodge or something, then or block, then you save that, just in case something like this comes along. We have used our species bonus, so we can only do that once per combat, so we're going to take that 10 damage. It's not good for us. We've got 2 sneaks, a backstab and a dodge. Can't use a dodge. We have to put a card down, so I'm going to put the backstab down. So we're going to take 10. Ooh, we might die here. 3 for them. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be close. We need a crit. It is a crit. Okay, that's good, that's good. Oh, we're going to kill it. We're going to kill it. Can't move. The hold can't move, but we can attack. 4 and 4 is 8. Times 2 is 16. They've got 16. We just killed them. Haha. Ooh. Okay, we had 29 left. So basically 30 from our 55. So we only lost 26. And we killed them for 45. So not bad, actually. Not bad. I think that's quite good. If we don't go down by half health, then that's good. So that is now removed from the game, from the dungeon and / game as well. So we don't have to worry about that one anymore. It is done. So you are making progress by doing that. So it is worth probably doing. Probably would have been better if we'd got an ambush on it, but oh well. So number 87, we'll make a note of that, is dead. Am I writing down the ones that are still alive or the ones that died? Oh my god. 65, that was dead, wasn't it? We killed that one, yes. So these are the dead ones. We killed the one in here, 34. No, we didn't. We ran away from that one. Yes, I think it's just the dead ones we written down. Okay, we write down the dead ones. Pretty sure. Killed one of them up in there. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue looking around. 92. 92. We got another search. That's good because we want a healing potion. Healing tonic. That's what it's called. Get it right, man. Healing tonic. Would be nice. We might be a monster. Of course. 77. Decayed crawling flesh. Oh dear. Yeah, these should go back in. They do go back in. Yeah. I don't know why I've been taking those out. All the monsters should go back in. And it's just the healing tonics that stay out. And the things that say remove from deck. Yes. So let me just put these back in. We've used a few healing tonics. Okay, we just put those ones back. We're going for a few things. Let's just have a look at what the numbers are. 4, 6, 20, 23, 28. 4, 6, 20, 23, 20, 28. Okay, and this one was Decayed Crawling Flesh, 77. So we're making notes of the healing tonics, so when we come back into this room, we will just make a beeline. Remember, there are 2 items in here that we want to get from searching. Decayed crawling flesh. So these are smaller creatures that should be easier to kill. There's me decayed. Decayed crawling flesh. We have 5 different small ones from what I remember. If you look on the previous streams that I say as well. Right. Don't want a risen skeleton, those are bad. This should be fine. Although we don't have a lot of health. We can't run away, can't flee these particular search monsters. You can flee the wandering monsters, but they return. You can't flee the search monsters, but they're, once you know where they are, you don't have to ever come back to them. Because there's only ever one thing on each search spot. They're all numbered. We've only got 30 health, and a Decay Crawling Flesh has 35 health. But I don't think they hit particularly hard. Hoping they don't. 30. We might die of some Decayed Crawling Flesh. Which would be good, because I'll show you what happens when we die. And we can get a whole bunch of heals back again. So I've tried to make this dungeon like an old school Zelda dungeon, but obviously not quite as complicated as some of those ones, some of the simpler ones like Ocarina of Time, that kind of thing. So they're going to bite us for 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, but I can use my dodge. I don't think they have any initiatives, maybe they do. So we've got back attack, we've got both our sneak attacks, so we've got a very good hand here. We do kind of want that crit though with these. 2 sneaks, a back and a stab. You have to put the card down, we'll put the stab down, so it's 3 for 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pick one up. We want a crit. It's a miss. And we are. That's another 3 for them. I'm going to put the backstab down because it's just a 2. These smaller ones are just 2 rounds before you reshuffle. So, oh no, my stab was only a 2 before. So they had 3. And now they're doing a 3. So they're down to 30. They're doing another 3. So we're down to 23 and they got 30. It's going to be close. Yes, there's our crit. Okay. Initiative Nor for 5. So that means do we have a dodge? No, we don't have a dodge. Keep the miss. We're going to do our damage at the end. So we're going to take the 5, but we're going to do 16. So let's take the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're down to 18. 16 for them. 30. So that's going to put them to 14. So actually not doing too badly. Oh, it's very close though. Right, round 2. Did they lose 15? No, they lost more than that. From 35, yeah, they lost more than that. So if they lost 15, they would then do a bite. Right, we pick up draw to 4. Backstab, we want to crit. So 2 misses. Crit. Dodge. Damn. There are only 4 crits in the deck, but I mean 4 would be quite a lot, you would think, but 3. I think I'm going to drop a miss. Keep the dodge for the next attack. Yeah, because if they get 5 again. 1, 2, 3. Sneak. Okay, we just need the next one. Right, I'm going to dodge this, which is initiative. Then we can do it once per combat. Did that. I'm going to pick up one. Crit, 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 crit. Ah, it's a miss. Damn. Miss. I can do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They got 7 health left. And we I don't know, back randomly in the deck. So it's up to you. I was going to have a thing where you can reshuffle your deck maybe once a round if you think, you know, if you think you aren't getting the cards you want. Then you can reshuffle once at the end of each round, should we say? Maybe. Is that good? Because then you can be sort of the, what's the saying for that? The creator of your own demise. You know, you think, oh, my luck's going badly, so I get to reshuffle once per round. I'll reshuffle now. It could be any time, maybe, in the round. Turn 1, 2, 3. Well, it wouldn't be 1. Well, I guess it could be 1. So you're not replacing the ones in your hand, you're reshuffling the ones that are left down there. If you think you don't have any good ones, then you can reshuffle it, and it can make your shuffle. And obviously shuffling's blind, so you could in theory make your deck worse than it was, or you could make it better, and it's up to you. You could be the hoist your own petard. You can do it. You can hoist your own petard in this game. Let it be said. Scratch 2, and for 2 turns. Scratch last 2. My 4 to start. Miss, backstab, dodge, dodge. We're going to dodge that. Don't really want to miss. We want some more hits, please, and a crit. We've got 7 left. Bite for 3. We can do 5. We just need. Should we dodge that? And hope we get a hit. Next one. Dodge that. We're going to get a hit this time. Or crits, even better. Yes. Miss. We hit them for 10, which is overload. We kill it. Okay, we survive. We live a little bit longer. We've only got 15 health, though. Don't get anything from killing these guys either. I don't know. They don't have this decayed, crawling flesh. What would you get from it anyway? So, It's just you know. Like I said, the win is that not to come back here when you die, because you will die the first time. I'm pretty sure you will always die the first time. It is an exploratory stage. Right. We can continue on our journeys. We can go north. We can go south. Let's go north. 91. Let's go north. See what is there. Ooh, it's another wandering monster. Definitely can't take that one. And there's okay. Yeah, we've only got 15 health. There's no way we can take this guy on. This might be our demise unless we get a lucky roll. We have not been lucky with our rolls. So I guess we could do that. So he's facing north. It's another wandering corpse. We're going to roll our sneak. 2 or higher. It's a 5. So we do sneak past it. I guess we fail that sneak. Then we don't get to use that, but we can still ambush it. Perhaps? No, I guess not. Let's have a look at 79 on our in our search deck. 79. We want 2. There are 2 items in here. Healing tonic. Oh yes, it says healing tonic here. That doesn't really help us. I'm just going to eat it instantly. Just gulp that down behind this corpse. He doesn't know. 25 on top of 35 is 40. No. 15 plus 25 is 40. Yes. So we got 40 out. It's not bad. We could probably take it on. They got 45 health. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm up for it. I'm up for it. They got 45, and if we do well, if we get ourselves some decent hits in first, let's ambush it. Let's ambush this guy from behind him. So we're going to roll. So we've already rolled, we've already done the sneak, that's successful. Next thing we want to do is do our bow attack. We've got a bow with us. Our bow attack is a 20-sided die with multiple effects. Let's see which one we get. 19 is a miss! It's a complete miss. Oh no. Oh, I don't believe it. Okay, fine. Wow, amazing. Right, great. Okay, complete miss. Right, so now we're going to see what our sneak attack can be. So we're going to get our 4 cards at the beginning. Oh my god. We're going to get the 4 cards at the beginning of the round, as normal. We can combine them like we can normally, and then because it isn't part of the round, we can then still draw up to 4 again to start the round with, and then still use our initiative if we get an initiative, but we hardly ever use those because we kind of save those for crits. In fact, we never use them because there's no real reason to use it. Unless you get like 4 initiatives, then maybe you'd use one then, I suppose. So there's a use case for it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hope we get some good hits. We want 3 hits in. Oh, we're good. We're good. We're good. What did we get? We got. So we can still use that crit. That's fine. Okay, we're going to do that. So before it happens, we're going to backstab and stab 5 and times it by 2 to make 10. So they're down to 35. We keep the dodge. So that's been done before round 1. So we pick 3 more up. Backstab, crit, another backstab. No, miss. Okay. So we could put this backstab down and then draw another card, but you want to keep that. Like I said, you only really do that if you've got a whole bunch of initiatives in hand, which we do not have. Right, so now turn 1 starts, and it always starts with the enemy. Back attack for 10. Okay, well, we're going to use our dodge on our special. We'll pick up. We want a big hit. Stab is not a big hit. Back attack for 10 again. What am I going to do? Drop the miss? No, we'll keep the miss. So it's useful to keep a miss for those fears where we can't put. You have to put a card down. If you have a crit, you would have to get rid of that. So because it's not an attack or movement, so it's better to drop the miss. So we're going to do 10. It's doing 10 to us. Ooh, okay. We're doing 2 to it. So that's down to 33, and we're at 30. So it's 3 up from us, but that's better. 3 up from us. Yeah, because we had 40. Yeah, 45. It was down to 35. We just did 2. I feel like we should have done better. Ah, there we go. Okay. Can't move or attack. I knew it was going to be that. There's a. Right, we're going to drop our miss. Otherwise, we'd have to get rid of our crit. So it's good bit of strategy to do that. Right, that's the end of turn 1. There were 3, not turn 1, round 1. There were 3 rounds for Wandering Monsters. We pick 1 more card up to have 4. Got a dodge, that's useful. It's got a miss, so we're going to straight away hit with a decent attack. 4 plus 3 is 7, times 2 is 14. So from 33 minus, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 19, no, 29, no, 19, yes, 19, I think. So I only pick 1 up though, so miss, it's not good. Terror, can't move or attack for 1 turn, so you'd have to put, oh no, we can't put the dodge down, have to put the miss down. We've still got a dodge, got attack, we've got an attack. Infected scratch 5, so we're going to dodge that. Or, yeah, we have to use that because we don't get our other thing anymore, so we can't dodge that 10 anymore. We're just going to hope it doesn't come up. So we're dodging that though, so that's good. We've got backstab, we need some bigger hits. They've got 19, we can't kill them with 19. 16 is our biggest hit. Actually, going to turn 2, round 2. Draw up to 4. Crit, big hit, big hit, big hit. Okay, 2 crits and a miss and a hit. That's not ideal. We only really need 1 crit per round. Oh, we can't dodge that. Effective scratch and 3 for 2 more turns. That's a big hit. That's the 11 we were worried about. Oh, we can't do anything about 11. Okay, we have to put a card down. Would have to be. We could put 6 down, but I don't want to do that. Let's just drop the miss then. We're going to leave 11. So we're down to 19 as well. Oh my god, it's 19 versus 19. Oh, give me a hit, give me a hit. Okay, good. We got that. Let's just miss, yes. 6 times 2 is 12. From 19, what is that? 7. 7 left. Hold, can't move, we'll do a stab. So that brings it down to 5. Ooh. Ooh. That's in round 3. We will reshuffle. Okay. That's alright. We can survive this. We can, our health is always going down and down and down. Even with the little pickups of the healing tonics, we are going slowly down and down. That's the idea. The idea is you will die the first time you go through this. Well, I guess if you completely fill up your satchel with excellent meat, then maybe you won't. But getting excellent meat is a 1 in 20 chance, so that's a 0.5% chance. So you could just cook meat for ages and ages and ages and get 35. We wouldn't. You have to carry a lantern and kindling, so you wouldn't be able to have 3, you'd have to have 32. No, not kindling, lantern oil. If you had a short bow, you would be down 2 as well from that. So you'd be down 6, 7. So you have 28 plus the 9. Let's see if you have the cloth one. Yeah, cloth isn't really viable in the first part of the game. It's super duper duper hard mode because there's no defense. But you get 3 extra pouch space. But cloth, you do unlock magic, spoilers, in this game, which you can't really use further on in this game, which I don't know, maybe there has to be a use case for it later on, but I guess if you leave a bunch of the missions and come here earlier, then you can have stuff to do with it afterwards. But other games would be useful. It's still hard mode though, still definitely hard mode. Terror again. Right, 19 versus 5. We just need to hit 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 3 right there. 3 and a 4 and a 4 and a 2. Okay. We can't move or attack. So that means we lose the crit. That's okay because we can still hit them. Back attack for 10. We can't dodge it. Oh, we got. Can we dodge it? No, can't dodge it. So we do a 4 and combine that with a 4 and a 3 and we absolutely kill it. But we will take 10. So we're down to 9 and they're dead. So we had 5 less than them and we got 9 health at the end. But that one is dead, so it's done, so that's 1 more down and we don't have to worry about it next time. So that's good. It is progress. It is progress. How are we doing with time? 10 minutes. So it is progress. It's not like they're coming back again. If they came back, this would be absolutely pointless. So you are making progress by killing these guys. And we are making notes on where the healing potions are. So yeah, like it's all going well. It's all good. So we killed the one on 91. Very good. Right, now we continue. We've only got 9 health. There's no way to get it more. We come down. So on this, there is, I don't know if you can see it from where you are, a big gap at the top. Not gap. Should we have? There's a bit. Yeah, you can see that, right? So there's a hole in the floor. There is a space, in fact, so we can get rid of that. That's dead. Instead of coming down, actually, let's go. We can go there. There's a bit of space there. 88. Let's have a little look at 88. Ah, there's nothing. That's fine. Nothing there, but that's okay. We've seen that there's nothing there. There is something up here though, so that does reveal a little bit of something. So I guess there's quite a lot of combat. I could always, have fewer wandering monsters, but I don't know. There's potentially very little combat in the open world part, the main part of the game. Right, you're stuck there. We're there, but it doesn't really matter. We killed that one as well, so let's come back down here. And we want 93. I thought there might be a little search there. There was not. 93. There's a search here though. Would it be good or bad? Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, to have the other random ones like the painting, because otherwise it is just a good or a bad thing what you get from these, and that's a bit less interesting than having maybe a bit of lore or a bit of information, something a bit different. So then there's 3 things. It could be some bit of information. So it can be it could be a key as well. So it can be a key, it can be information, it can be a monster, an enemy, it can be a healing tonic. Is that it? Key, info. Oh, it could be like an item. You have to, well, there's only one of those in the game. It's right at the beginning, actually. So, actually no, could be an item as well. Item, information, key, enemy, heal. There's five different things that each search could be. That's okay. Right, let's get 80 and see what this is. We still haven't got any of the 2 items. I don't think the healing potion counted as an item. Wait, didn't we? Destroyed painting. Oh, we've got 2 80s there. Why do we have 2 80s? Well, that's foolish. Why we got? That's a mistake. We shouldn't have 2 of those. This one, yeah, they're definitely both 80. This is the one we want to change. Fine. Oops. 94. Right, it's just a thin room. What did I say it was? 94. Okay, nothing. Nothing. I think it's good to have these wandering monsters because it makes each movement a little bit nerve-wracking, just in case you come across one. I think it's quite good. Aha! Got a search. $76 in the search deck. $76. Healing tonic. Ooh, feels good. So yeah, at the beginning, 25 plus 9 is 34. Feels a bit better. Yeah, in the beginning these healing tonics are going straight into our health, but third time around you're just collecting them up. You will heal up to your max, and then you could intentionally die, I suppose, and then get much more. That's the point. So I guess you could. I was going to have it that they can only be held in your pouch. So you can only have a maximum of 9 of them. The 25 health, that was the thing. So that means you get 225 health. It's not too bad. Can only be held in pouch. We'll have to think of like a law reason for that. There was going to be something like, because then otherwise you could have like 20, 30, 25. How many would I have? 5, 10, 15, 24 plus the 9, 33. So you have 33 of them, and then that would make things a bit too easy, I think. Should we go down or should we go long and down? Let's just go down. 96. Nothing. $97. I've got a door. A lock. Is that a locked door? It's a locked door. Right, we've got a locked door. So yeah, like I said, with the doors, you'll get a replacement card for the doors to use instead once they're unlocked. 98. Let's keep going south. Oh god, these things are very unstable because they're on little bouncy bits of cardboard. 98. Ah, we've come to the bottom of this room. Okay, that's fine. We'll go along and up again. Okay, so there's not loads going on in this room. There's a lot. We don't have another key. We didn't pick up any lesser heals. We picked up 2 heals. Maybe the healing tonics are the items. Maybe they are 99. At 8 o'clock. We'll just finish exploring this room and then so we should note we can't cross that gap, but there are numbers above there that say that means that we can go across there. If you're an astute gamer, you would understand that that's meant, okay, well we've got maps up there further north, just, oh great, what happened there? Brilliant. Right, let's take that off. Put this back on here, no, it didn't stick down. Don't know why. Try that again. Yeah, so you can go north at some point, just not straight away. So yeah, the astute adventurer would understand that. Hopefully. 100. Aha! We got something on here. We have got something. 78 and 81. Okay. 78 and 81. Do the question here. I don't know if there's healing potions. Let's do 78 first. Decayed cooling flesh. 81 is a healing tonic. Okay. So how? Okay, well let's do let's do the decayed crawling flesh first, because that's what we pulled. 78. So let's just get that ready for next stream, and then I guess we've got 2 more cards left, so there must be 2 more things in there, because there are 3 healing potions, so healing potions aren't part of that. We checked 79. Oh, there are 2. There's who knows more north as well. I forgot about. Yeah, I don't know how much more north it goes. So we've got decayed cooling flesh to attack next stream, and it's going to be a close one because they've got 35 health. And we have 34. So we're clinging on by the skin of our teeth. We'll do that next stream. So we're there, ready to go for next stream. Okay, well, thanks so much for watching. We'll see how we get on next stream. Thanks for watching. See you next stream. Bye.